I do the most.
Watch local TV on the go with the Eswatini TV app for only 20 emalangeni per month. Do the most with Eswatini TV app. Download from Google Play Store or App Store. We're good together.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Pay your TV license quickly and easily with MTN Momo. Simply dial *007 *3 hash and select option 8 for TV license. Enter your national ID number as your reference and the amount you wish to pay. Then enter your PIN to confirm your payment. Once your payment has been made, you'll receive a confirmation SMS of your payment. If you're a first-time payer, you get another SMS for your TV license. So legalize your entertainment from the comfort of your home. Pay your TV license the easy and convenient way with MTN Momo.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Umsombuluko sangisoke isikhathi salo lihlelo Libhola Eswatini isikhathi ke lapho sikhulumisa khona indaba delibhola letenteka kulapha ekhaya sibuke ukuthi ngabe kuhamba kanjani namhla ke hlelo nibukeli kukulethela ukuthi ngikuphathele ini. We have I team yalapha eMosi lapho khona kune league lencane lekhona lapho isekelwa khona ngomake lesitawubona nje ukuthi ngabe vele kusekeleka kwalemidlalo from these levels kusho ukuthini sitakhulumisa ke letho indzaba sibuke ukuthi ngibani wagcina ncobele tournaments beyidlalwa wabuya wahamba neljezi ekhaya lekuthi uncobile lenandzebe sitaphinze sikhulumise indzaba tayo i7 Dreams lesathe ukuthi i7 Dreams ngiyona le win I first division lokusho ukuthi yodlala ka Premier League kulempela sonto ke beyine trophy parade yende ipart lapha khona lapha eMangane njalo lokwathi ukuthi team yaseMangayane sabe sikuyibuka ke lo mcimbi ukuthi ngabe wahamba kanjani lokuyinto lenhle kubona ama team esekaqala iembracer kuyona ema trophy parade sake sesikhulumisa ke indzaba lenkhulu wonke umuntu loyibuka ngemehlo labofu lokungilo likhethelo lesive sihlangu semnikati lesilapha ekhona eThekwini lapho singenele khona imidlalo yeKhosafa lekunyalo sisenda kahle kakhulu njengalokuba singa expect ukuthi at this stage of the tournament sifuna ukudlala ngalendlela lesidlala ngayo sihlangu semnikati sabe sikhulumisa letindzaba leto ligama lami Phathiswa Msebi letabe anawe for the next hour lapho sabe sikhulumisana khona leto tindzaba kepha ke angihambi ngethwana njengaloku namuhla nginalamaja lebengihamba nawo when the first game was about to be played yaso sihlangu semnikati ngihamba kanye naye ezwakele simelane kanye naye enhlanhla Madida the legend lesinabo la e-studio lestabeke sikhulumisana nabo ukuthi ngabe vele ihamba kanjani lemidlalo ngoba ngiyakhumbula ukuthi ngabe nda ukuthi bende ema predictions just before siphume siqale the first game bawenda lawo ma predictions so far so good kusahamba kahle kuyatshengisa ukuthi lawo ma predictions ente kanje ngalokho basho Madida angicela kuwe sivusele Madida
asivusele Phathiswa sivusele Esvense Maswati kakhulu lababukela umsakazo we Eswatini TV balandzeli belibhola Eswatini
all display all this active player sakela sivusele simelane
sivusele Phathiswa siphinde sivusele nema loyal viewers bane tag ke lemcoka kakhulu bathi one and only noma kuthiwa bangaki bathi
one and
number one and only
yeah kuva
siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi siphele lithuba ukuthi sibe sempekwane
sisangafiki endzabeni yema predictions lenganishiya nawo asesicale lapha eMosi ezwakele sihlale sikhuluma nge development ukuthi ibhola ayiqali ka Premier League ayiqala ka First Division it goes le ku gravel njalo kusitawubona nama visuals bekudlalwa ke Mosi kune mini league elebe khona lechubekako lebe ichubeka bese ifike kuma final ke lo winako beka among other things beka hamba nalo Liches lokudlala ibhola njengemvo nawe ezwakele lekubo 56 usaqala ukudlala ibhola Liches bekuyinto vele beyiwiniswa
Ngibonge Phathisi ngicabanga ukuthi ku-initiative lenhle nawubuka lokuthi umusi labaningi abantu nokuthi umusi kuphi sigojana esincane silapha kwengqaba isigojana esincane silapha kwengqemankayana ngicabanga ukuthi initiative lenhle yokucoca abantwana ukuthi babenza onye kokucala lokho babaleke idzakameva kwesibili ukudevelopa yona le bhola lelamuhla isilethe lapha ngicabanga ukuthi lokwenteka lapha siyakhuthaza nakule mama communities ukuthi kwenteke Phathisi.
Yeah, Matita, wena ke ngiyakwazi ukuthi you one person lo passionate ngenza development. I've seen you kwaba nekuthiwa ama games of development dawukhanza Matita lapha. But then yini esingakwenda Matita ukuthi siyabona just balwinile. It's beautiful just le photos we've seen it before Europe. There the trophies, medals. It's a tournament organized proper. It's organized proper. What can we do to improve from this Matita and have the structures la right?
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Phathisi kwecala nje ngibonga lokho ukuthi at least kukhona lokwendeka ko letigodzini because our football i-development lekhona ngilele letigodzini. In fact noma singathi i-development noma singathi in but that is where we can get ama players nangabe ema leagues laletigodzini are active ngilala lapho stouts khona thina kuyi-development and I'm very happy to see lokho ukuthi ngathi ungimake lona lo rana le league yalaphana kuMusi. Yes, njengoba babahlomelisa nje.
Yeah, but lengubonako lana zwakele ngazuthi ngathi laba babe ngilabo number 2.
Okay.
IBarcelona. Bawinile just le Porto laba winile. Ingathi kutaba ne-Champions League masinyana. Na baphakamisa the trophy but
that's great.
Kuyakhuthaza lo Phathisi nawubuka lokuthi labadlali anzi basete bona ibrand yabo. Kuletha le brand labayibukela onke mara bo TV kuyabakhuthaza ukuthi nganyelanga nabo bathi bone badlala leyo FC Porto bathi bo badlala leyo Barcelona bathi bo badlala leyo Manchester ngicabanga ukuthi for a start it's a good thing lokwenteka lapha eMangaya.
Sikhulumisene ke naye captain walena licembu leligcine linqobile lomdlalo lekusho ukuthi ngabe badivela kanjani asesivele kuye captain ukuthi ngabe uthi kuhambe kanjani.
Arsenal Steve sithokoze kakhulu ukuthola le thuba lethi singayithatha le tournament ngoba bese kunesika sekuweli kuyamshiya kwemfula kojendithi siyadigaba ngalokho kwendeke khabo Arsenal namhlanje kuwele uqala mhlawumbe nehlona labanye kubonakala i-tournament wela umfula yangeshiya ukuthi ngiyicale ngeArsenal kuyasithokozisa kakhulu siphinde sibonge nasemidlalweni lesendlulekiyo ukuthi sibebe sibe nato noma ke ngalesibona ema injury mhlawumbe lamateam lasibonele etidendini siyasibone lamanye amateam ukhanda wabo nokube lokusidala nje lo sesibhedlela kumbula ke ndezwa but ku Arsenal abelendelo sibonge nalabe basibukela imidlalo suka ekuqaleni isuka kufike lana ngingakhohlwa ke kubonga sponsors sethu lokuma ke unkundla siyambonga kakhulu angazi ukuthi angeke agcina namuhla qhubeke nje asade ukuthi sibantwana abantu.
Captain, being very appreciative for the sponsorship ngendlela la sibabambisa ngayo njalo kubona ukuthi bantwana lapha bebabanengi sebaxoxekile badlala ibhola bazigcina bahamba bolala impilo yachubeka benda lokho labangakwenda ukuthi bati philisi i-team yalapha ke Mangayane lena itawugcina ithemba ukuthi one day itakhona gcina idlala ifike khona ka Premier League njenge 7 Dreams. 7 Dreams nayo I think umnyaka wayo wes-18 ikuma ranks emanzini regional football league njalo ke iyasimangana shothi affiliate under manzini inyukile ke Matita inyukazi yafika ka Premier League bebende lidzili ukuthi banyuke baya ka Premier League nje babo champion. Beautiful scenes to see Matita lapha ukuthi benda i-trophy parade edolobheni labo.
Ngiyabonga Phathisi sibongele i7 Dreams because i-team lena le ngicabanga ukuthi ibe nesikhashana lesitsanyana ihledi kuma regions banele kuyisungula le eMangayane base bayi relocate Phathisi yahamba yajimela kumahlanya so maybe there is one way ukuthi bafuna kuyisusa le but it still belongs to Mangayane. Siyayibongela lidolobha lelikhulu laseMangayane siyacabanga ukuthi nalabo bakumusi nje batawulandzela yona i7 Dreams so that batokhona ukuthi bamane bafike nabo ka Premier League.
Ngicabanga ukuthi Matita kulawo nalokuthi mahlanya sothi futhi nale corridor la khona kudlalwa khona inqombela ama games
Yes,
for bona ukuthi babe bakhempe la ngicansi it made sense ezwakele ukuthi bakhona ukuthi baba emadlalweni nema expenses angabe ngilanganani basukela khona la baya khona kulama games because most of our games ala ngama corridor now sesiyale kubonhlangano bokalanga but incumbi yawo bekavame kubalana so for them kubalana azwakele ngicansi
yeah ngicabanga ukuthi lokho ku advantage yesikhashana nawubuka ukuthi i long term kufuna ukuthi egcina wonke babadi labantu basemangayane le team bayibukele isida bayibukele isejimini noma baya hosta kuba khona kwa emangayane as ibase yabo ngicabanga ukuthi kuletha more opportunities ukuthi bangagcina bane ground down noma kugcina kune stadium emangayane
njengalapho nje bebana lelitsili emadida
yeah
lapha egroundini le ground lelitsala emangane le nami ngihlalile kulo lela ground but lekubhlungu ngalo solo nje ngadlala nje mina solo nje nalamuhla kuthi naloku wenta kwaSakubasteni
kulala kushoko nje ezwakele lapha but izwe ngiyacabanga lokho ukuthi it's beginning of very good things for i community yasemangayane. If now they have a team lega Premier League, it would mean that municipality yasemangayane kufuna improve a ground so that some of the games iwa hostel khona ibiyele vele ibe team yasemangayane fully
because malibuka le ground nangale space le naso
big enough, yes.
Big enough for artificial turf lapha wakama dressing room
it's big enough,
it's good to go
yeah
but bekutsili ezwakele siyabona I know ukuthi emagame aka first division lamanye benhle ngathola enkhona kwabukela mabuka ngendlela ledlale ngayo i7 Dreams iyebile first round iyebile a promotion because everyone was thinking of Nsingizini
yes
but eqhamuka out of nowhere 7 Dreams yaba champion
ngicabanga ukuthi singababongela kakhulu abantu be7 Dreams nawubuka lokuthi nayisuka isizini nayiqala isizini i-team leya teste kakhulu i-character yabo nawubuka lokuthi ngiyacabanga abadlala bo 3-4 games ligoli bangalitholi but abazange bathi kukhuni asesibuke ukuthi ngabe asirelegate noma senda njani baqhubeka baba nayo le belief yokuthi bangagcina ba promotekile vele bagcina bakufezile bagcina ba promotekile now about they were trailing behind about 13-9 ngabo 13 bo 9 points
yeah.
first round but igcina konke bagcina sekungibo laba
babo champion surprisingly ngendlela labadlala ngayo njalo kayichaza zwakele sitholile ke lithuba ukuthi sifike kulona mcimbi sase siyakhulumisana nabo ke labo baphathi balelicembu sakhulumisana netimenyo lebethi khona kuona lona mcimbi kuva nje ukuthi ngabe vele influence ngalena edolobheni elincane lenjengamangane isho kuthini
akukhulumeke lendaba yaka Prima yebo kodwa besilwa sisifighter siyobona phambili siyajabula kakhulu silicembu la ka7 Dreams ukuthi sigcine siphumelele sihlabela abanye besolo sinabo sijabulile nje kakhulu kepha ke sekubuka ukuthi la siya khona utama njani sekuyawusita uNkulunkulu ngoba la siqhamuka khona besolo kusita uNkulunkulu silicembu ke le madiko loNkulunkulu liphumelela ngaye angisho njalo sijabule kakhulu sive salamangane nebabongile kakhulu ukuthi ngente into lefana nale kusho lomunye nje waka PLE la ngicetha ukukhuluma naye wa FA uthi uyathi kuyaqaleka ubona licembu lelena kanje kanilincane lento umcimbi lo ngaka litobonge siveni litobisa licembu la lesiveni lokho kusho ukuthi vele wonke umuntu lotaba lamangayane lo favor lamanye amateam tawubuya lilandzele licembu libuye alisitakale kakhulu
cha sitawubambisana vele nabo ngoba ethe saba jika nje bese siyanyamalala. We'll try our best ukuthi sibasekele sifune nema sponsors ngoba ikakhulu sisupporta insha. Mina nje my main aim is to support labasha.
Siyalibongela kakhulu thina sisigodza kamanzini kuyasijabulisa lokho ngoba kungetha ema-club ngoba Premier League njengoba umathi nje sinemacembu thina ka Premier League lalishumi le ifika nje i7 Dreams shose asalishumi nalinye kuyasithokozisa thina sengimanzini ukuthi emacembu lasuka ngakithi ayakhona ukukhula ahambe aye eTulu akhona kumelela live
7 Dreams wala mankayane nakamala mankayane nje stakeholders sethu njengoba i-community yonke yasemangayane siya nebudlalo obuhle nganamahlathi amontic nadudane so sesithi-ke nathi asiphumele ebaleni sibisele siveni 7 Dreams siyathi ukuthi uqualify kuya-Premier League la khona lizinga lekusebenziswa kwemali isetulu uyadinga kusupportwa 7 Dreams namontic-ke uthi ngalo 100,000 uyayibambisa 7 Dreams nebantu bemangayane siyacela bangashise emahlathi amontic nisibambisane nabo ngato tonke isikhathi noma kumadima noma kunjani eveni but montic bamane bamhloniphe bangawashise emahlathi akhe montic wethu sonke
i-7 Dreams akusiyi team lefikako Premier League na-First Division cishe kuyinto lengasi iyafanana siyethembisa lokuthi siyokhompitha le la siyakhona asikayi nje ukuthi siyoparticipate siyakhompitha and si-ready lokuthi sitawukhompitha ka-Premier League as i-team kokuqala lokuthi ifike ka-Premier League.
Labo lebe bakhona ke kulona mcimbi bayasho ukuthi ba ready for ukukhompitha naye Montic siyabona iyaveta nga 100,000 sihlala sikhuluma ngenzawo yetimali ukuthi kulukhuni kakhulu kurun team ka Premier League siyabona ke nebadlali lapha bekuyiphathi emadida kule part kwase ku award nebadlali labadlali bacama siyabona nje na captain lapho phethe yakhe for being top goal scorer waphindze wasivotela kuba i-player of the year so it was a beautiful day.
Cha siyabonga kakhulu kuye Montic ukuthi amane abachase ngalo 100,000 because vele kuba likhunyana ngesikhathi ufika ku Premier League at the same time awunalutho but siyayibongela i7 Dreams because apart from the prize money labayitholile from MTN but taba naye 100,000 labamniketwe nguMontic lokusho kona ukuthi vele imangayane bayidzinga le team sekufanele ukuthi kube ne team ne stadium lesitaba khona lesitawusetshenziswa ama team aka Premier League emangayane so that maybe ne economy tothuthuka emangayane.
Zwakele ushaye emagoli I think 16 captain phenza abe uvotela abe player of the year as well. Unanga amagoli
na 6
sona 6
8 games
yeah mase sicasanisana lo mnyaka cha sowashayile kepha ke emlandweni wakho khona indawo kwabakhona nje top goal scorer
no bekude
bodla laba position but Slobelabe was there to support what is ukuthi wasemangane naye so siyabona nje ukuthi mhlambe maseka retire sekangagcina ku retire ngasekhaya the support ncansi i-team lenjengane 7 Dreams le fika Premier League itayidzinga from everywhere la ingayidzinga khona ikakhulu kubantu bakhona emangayane Zwakele.
Nginewari kakhulu nge7 Dreams ngathi taba nebukhuni kakhulu ka Premier League nawubuka lokuthi ama players ayo lo captain nje lo Sandile it's nangaphosise umdlalo we Real Leopard nawubuka lokuthi ukhuluma silobelwabo into kupossible ukuthi kungenteka lokho bese yabuka ukuthi litafula li level ini ngokuthi nangesuka awucompete umdlalo we Young Buffaloes awucompete neBuffaloes ka Premier League sekadlalela i7 Dreams ngicabanga ukuthi kunenge lokutabashaya labadlali babo labasime kubo badlali bokuboleka to say so ngiva ngathi kufuna vele bafaka isandla ekhekheni kakhulu
yona 100,000 ukhona
kanzi lokunye phathizwe le region yakhona lemangayane is rich when it comes to players kukubekisela nje we once had Bolakhe Mhlanga the late Bosibuse they come from that region bo Jemba they come from that region Bosilwabelabo boGaqa they all come from that region so nyalo kunekuthi labadlali bengce bayodlala kamanzini they will have to have ukuthi babe ne stoppage at Mangayane if that team bayibuyisele Mangayane fully it means kutaba iplus kibo because all the good players from that region boMahlangatsha boMusi they will all go and play for i7 Dreams.
Exactly Matita ngicabanga ukuthi usho ngendlela le sekune team yalo sekuthi sathokuthi babe bahamba bodlala khashana usho njalo ke Matita naye Zwakele we're going to keep it moving njalo kunyalo sesingena kuso sihlangu semnikati le silapha eThekwini lapho khona sidlala khona imidlalo yeCOSAFA Cup sidlalile ke ama group stages lapho khona sicethe ku group B silapha esicungweni njalo besinabo uMalawi sinayo iLesotho sinayo iMauritius kepha ke akabi ngumthwalo olukhulu longakanani lo cala nje kubuka ukuthi ka group A khona bedime kanjani njalo kuna group A na group B Botswana Angola Comoros Seychelles so ke everyone was saying Angola tawuchubeka njalo bekungiyo ema favorites to win even the tournament not just le group lena but Botswana yatshengisa 3 out of 3
njengoba sasho uphathizwe last week kuthi lama teams lesinawo la incumbi yabo letha ama development teams ungakhana uthi Angola nje lapha akusi fully flashed team ukhanza ukuthi balethe ema 20 bese iyefika iBotswana hayi ukuthi kumbe ngibukela phansi noma kanjani i-team ingabathi i-team leli ngisethini yaphuma all out to win the tournament of which bo Angola kusi i-mandate abo ba win the tournament ukuthi ma preparation because sonke isikhathi baba khona bo AFCON bavame qualify ngicabanga ukuthi laba nje kube ukuthi ba develop abadlali baba bathengise abadlali baba bahambe ba compete kuma competitions la setulu kunale COSAFA
but thina on the other side Madida sikhonela ukuthi against Mamavi labo yakhona le ku AFCON siphume kule group le iMalawi everyone was saying Malawi will go through.
Yes, Malawi was not an easy team.
Ngasho ke pha Madida last week ukuthi as much as Malawi needs ilikhuni but ishintshe technical bench lengashintsha everything
which might have affected them very.
They lost one game but draw inye bawina inye. Not a good tournament but for us beautiful Madida.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Siyababongela eMaswati ukuthi akhona ukuthi aqhubekele to the next stage but ngiyacabanga lokuthi vele sisengafiki kuleli zinga lesadlala safika kilo last year because sagcina sibuya nebronze phela the last time we played iCOSAFA so nyalo we have to go and prove ukuthi bekungakusi fluke we have got to go all the way up to the finals if it calls for.
Ayikapheleli ke lenzaba lana ukuthi sithophele group nje sesicethile kusho ukuthi sisaqhubeka sibuke ukuthi kuhamba kanjani kepha ke before sifika njalo kunemidlalo landzelayo ngalesithathu but asesitshengisa ukuthi sibuya yaphi first game against Mauritius iswakele very convincing win for the national team 3-0 clean sheet convincing all round we were never at any given time under threat ukuthi khona labanga surprise ngakho
la njengoba besishilo phathizo ukuthi it's high time kufuneka ukuthi labantu labala eSADC especially labala betane ama development teams kufuneka ukuthi vele we have to brush them aside siyobuka ukuthi sifika kanjani njengoba sayashilo Madida ukuthi sifika kanjani ku final even na final country center ngconywana nawubuka ukuthi nama teams esewathola ngale ku knockout akusema teams lengathi nawo are strong futhi akusema teams lokhanza ukuthi akede na development now weta na development so it's high time lokuthi sengce kuona.
Mauritius I wasn't expecting ukuthi batasneka inkinga kepha ke sisaqhubekela before we even go into the details of the game we're going to take a look at the highlights of the game sibona ukuthi kwahamba kanjani masibuya again then we see the talking points we see the goals.
Still coming to you live from the Libhola Eswatini Stadium Lazikwadi and just providing a quick recap on what we've seen in this match between Mauritius and Eswatini. Weren't even 10 minutes into the game before this cross from Nkonta found the hands of the 18-year-old Gordy Prosper, and having effectively won the penalty, their captain stepped up, confidently dispatching from 12 yards.
Yeah, it's an early lead that they needed, and after that lead I think they calmed down a little bit. They got into the game because they got their passing patterns right and they started dominating the game. And I think from there on, it was all problems from Mauritius defensively. There was too many questions because that's when now, Eswatini started creating more opportunities.
Well, create opportunities they did. Sfiso Matse, who had a terrific game finding Fanelo Mamba, who ironically had been a little quiet up till this point. It had a really good first half and then gone off the boil a little. But when he got his opportunity, one touch, good hit.
And that touch as well, sets him off nicely. Look at the ball that bounces, uses his lace, full power, hit the target, 2-0 for Eswatini.
And then you really have to question the defending of Mauritius here. It's a header that comes straight back at them, and all of a sudden Nzanisa is clean through on goal. And the man who turns 31 at the end of this month made no mistake, having missed the target only minutes before that. And it was curtains for Mauritius. No way back. Eswatini with a dominant performance and a scoreline that reflects as much, as will these statistics. Almost 60% of the possession belonging to Sihlangu Simnikati. Look at that, goal attempts, 18, 11 hit the target. So perhaps it's even surprising that they only managed 3 goals. In the end, job well done for Dominic Konene's men.
His trophy. Congratulations, udlale kahle kakhulu bhuti wami. Incredible performance today from ithimba lakho. Akuntshele kancane about igame yanamhlanje, because it seemed like you had a game plan and you executed it very well.
Yeah, kokuqala ngabonga uNkulunkulu for a gift of life. Akusihlani phakathi kocha komsa wakhe. Secondly, thanks for the award. Coming to the game, I want to congratulate my technical team and my colleagues because we were able to work together. From the drawing board, we talk about this, that we want to work together so that we can achieve something.
Congratulations.
Ngiyabonga,
Enjoy with your team. Thank you so much. Well, that.
That was the first game lapho khona Mauritius yeva intfuku yasoSihlangu, Iskali adding the goals, Order adding the goals, and Lindo Mkonda getting his first goal kuma national team colours. How was the game?
Ngicabanga ukuthi iSihlangu sidlale kahle kakhulu kule game yase Mauritius. Bes predictile ukuthi maybe sitayisha 2-0, but ke siyabonga lokuthi sagcina sifika 3. Otherwise you can look at the player lo abamba le penalty, but it's an 18-year-old.
So it can't be 18.
So it's an 18-year-old, but ke vele iMauritius I think inago kube challenge lokho ukuthi bebede domestic league for the past 2 years I think. And if bazama ku build a team yabo, but vele laba le team lena was just too weak. Otherwise we played well.
So ke
le game
yini la akuthola right coach la kule game leyo ngosikhona kuyini kangaka?
Ngicabanga ukuthi ngile formation Partizo nawubuka lokuthi vele thina sivele safaka abadlali aba-attackako, unlike before labo kanza ukuthi vele singena defensive. Nawubuka ukuthi lapha most of the players banayo i-ability yoku-attack. Cathi ngikole sikuthole right kule game lena.
We managed to win. We managed to win 3-0, and of course, Sfiso Mathe was the man of the match, as we see, providing the assist. Lapha.
Yeah,
it was a very convincing win. Skali adding the goals, the right players for this right team. What is that made it different?
Yeah. Partizo ngiyacabanga ukuthi kulama games nangalesike sawadlala eTogo neBurkina Faso besikhaliswa ngiloko ukuthi we're using a team le too defensive.
Yeah.
But if nakungendeka ukuthi sithole maybe 1 or 2 webadlali labatawukhona ukuthi bathi go forward. In this game Junior started, Order on the other side, Convo on the other side, watching ukuthi we are trying to attack sinabo laba defender, but at the same time nasiya forward istaba quick so that we can get those goals beswathi ngavela.
Another game leyalandzela ke lapho njalo this is a 2-week tournament. Short term games, they come thick and fast. Kwalandzela igame Malawi kanye nayo eSwatini. So ke le ukhuluma mathiti intsabe ukuthiwa we put in badlali aba-attackako. He mentioned Junior along those lines. Then the next game, Malawi, they're on paper or before the tournament were the favorites to win the group. Junior was dropped for a player who's got more energy when defending. more than attacking. Waqaliswa neliswa in that position. We threw that game. The lineup, the way we set up, because that was the only change. Did it work for us?
Yeah, kwasebenza kakhulu Phathizwe, though sayewina ngelizazane, but kwasebenza na ubuka ukuthi Neliswa is giving you something non-defend. At the same time sibonile kwaNdras going forward bewashana amagoli amahle kakhulu. So ngicabanga ukuthi sikubhicile lokho. Sibuyela ukuthi uyakhona ukudefend uphindze yakhona ku-attack, unlike junior lapho kwanza ukuthi isikhathi esiningi u-attack kuphela. Ngicabanga ukuthi sakuthola right lokho ngo sagcina sithola leyo nakuza le record egcine.
Yeah, I want to show Zwakele the highlights and see how well did we get it right. We're going to continue the conversation after this just short highlight.
Here are the match highlights. A look at what transpired over the course of 90 minutes. A disastrous start to the second half for Eswatini, and a goal from Kuda Mnyaba from a tight angle.
I feel like there were better chances where Malawi could have scored more goals, but this one was scrappy, and yet it counted. And Eswatini, there, like I said, for me, it's a big lesson that you don't switch off right from the start of the half. Those are the moments of the game that you have to be at your best with your concentration levels.
Still had a lot of work to do. They're putting One City forward. Initially, it appeared as though the sub had only been brought on at half-time. It snatched that goal. Wasn't the case. They had an opportunity, or few opportunities, to get a second, which would have put the game to bed. This on the boot of Peter Banda.
That's the point I was making for me. I think Malawi, once again, I think they put up a beautiful performance here. But again, I feel like that front line, that attacking third is still not functioning according to what the coach can expect. But you know what? It's another game that maybe they can get to correct. And here's the goal.
There's a push in the back of Manyisa, making just his second appearance. Both have come off the bench for Eswatini. You see Dominic Kunene, he waited until the penalty had been scored to celebrate. It's the arm movement from John Banda.
Yes, that for me, for the well experienced player like John, he should have known better that anything of that move in that area can be given. It was.
And then the man for the big moments, Sabelo and Tsanisa, with a really, really well taken penalty to restore parity, and there were just seconds remaining. Stay atop the group with 4 points now. Lesotho could move past them after their game against Mauritius still to come.
The elephant is still sitting.
It's still sitting. A good even match in terms of the goal attempts and indeed the possession. We really enjoyed this one, and a big...
It looked like the 3 points was slipping from Itimbalako. That late penalty, that conversion, how much did your team need today's points?
There's nothing I can say. All I can say is that hard work pays. We prepared this for a training, and then these are the results of hard working. All I can say is that hard work pays.
Siyabonga bhuti wami. Congratulations on the Man of the Match award.
Siyabonga, madam.
Siya 5 for that second game.
Stay atop the group with 4 points now. Lesotho could move past them after their game.
Matita.
Yeah.
Also, the formation, the change worked for us. We drew 1-1. We got a lucky penalty at the end, but of course, it came like a What do you make of the game?
I said the other time, this team, this is our best team. Noma ngazidlala i-World Cup qualifier, noma ngabe sidlala i-AFCON, noma ngabe sidlala kude lenye lengcono kunale. So when it comes to teams la njengabo Malawi, lesinawo la region, we should dominate.
Yeah.
Kulena nje I feel sayidlala kabuhlungwana. Maybe the game plan bo coach beyaba nako lokuthi kufuna sibe defensive, but indzaba ekuba defensive, once people score a goal kube sekuba likhulu lokho ukuthi senenda njani, because we are trying to be defensive but at the same time senconcede, and ngicabanga ukuthi sidlale kabuhlungana. We needed more of the attacking players again because laba bebavele baluzile kulesotho.
So again, let me tell you this. Kulama game lesiye sawadlala sawa defensive. In all of those games we've conceded goals, but it's defensive. But on those games lapho khona siye sathi siya attack, siwawinile lawo ma games.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ku self confidence, ngicabanga ukuthi side I confidence kule team yethu, because
kubani, on the players or the coach?
On the players,
how?
coaches. I don't know why.
On ngibani lo the confident, coach ngoma ngo.
Coach kulama players, because
kulama players.
Yeah, kulama players.
But
uba defendisela.
But the Nakosa the lineup it's siba defensive.
Yes.
We are defensive, safama attacking players, satfoli penalty. Na penalty say it was there a penalty or not?
That was a penalty.
Na conduct ibe khona lapha.
Yeah, ibe khona penalty. Kodwa nje kube akayibeki bengeke kube ne damage lengakho. At the same time uyibekile ne damage lengakho bengeke futhi ibe khona.
Yeah, but when in doubt you give benefits to the attacker.
To the attacker.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think if you can roll it back a bit, stop what now you about the sandal. Push it. From behind,
from
even
behind was one push. I was keeper futhi lesandla.
And look,
to
show with some pushing him out.
Yeah.
That was a penalty.
That was a penalty.
That was a penalty.
And it's calm, slotted in at that penalty with ease. But we drew that game.
Yeah.
Was it the best we could have gotten out of the game? Looking at the statistics as well, as Chelong Sisibena 7 shots on target.
From the way lebezidlala ngayo ngicabanga ukuthi this point lesalithola lana was a vital point. Leba ngiyona turning point kule tournament, because should we have lost kule game le, I don't think Besta was confident enough kule Soto ukuthi singakhona kuya ku the next stage.
Yeah. So you see the statistics lapha ukuthi 7 shots on target. We introduced Saviola, we introduced Manyesa. Those are attacking options.
Yeah.
They give you chances.
They give you chances. Ngolo ngushilo phathizo ukuthi kushothi khwalo kungethembi kahle kubo coach, because imali abayibonile seyathi imali ucela invela defenders njengoba shilo mabuza ukuthi vele sagcina nale throw sayithola kabi. Ngithi lesathi bangela bolukhuni thini, because kube savile sa attack we've got nothing to lose.
The players have always shown good mark attacker by thola lelo goal. We went to the last game sitting at maximum points, and before that lapho khona besidinga khona a maximum point in Kosafa besiye singayitholi. Ndakhumbula against Madagascar sidinga ukuthi siqhubekele embili sahluleka eqhubekela embili. I think it was 2015 if I'm not mistaken. But this time around it was a different case. But if you take a closer look at the team, you'll notice that the formation had changed and they had more attacking players. And of course, take a look at the highlights and see the results for yourself.
And 2-2 it was the final score on that one. Let's have a look at the goals then. The opening goal came in the 14th minute. Keeper Murani not able to hold on. A stab goal by Gamete, who was the only change made by Dominic Kunene coming into this match. And Eswatini had early celebrations. Yeah, not able to quite hold on to that one. And Gamete vigilant.
He'll be very disappointed with himself, the goalkeeper. And I saw there are times when he came out and dealt with the high ball into his area very well. I'm not sure what happened with this one, but that's what it is. But obviously credit to Gamete, who was led to the opportunity.
Just 5 minutes later, there was another opportunity in Tunisia, skinning the offside trap, skinning Murani as well. 2 goals in 5 minutes, and Eswatini were in control.
Wonderful. He can play with his back to goal, but also in the way that he turned immediately, the defenders will be disappointed with himself. I mean, if a player passes a ball, it's normal that you will expect a return pass, and they should have been on the ready, on the back foot to be able to match him with his speed. but quality once again in the way that he slides it past the goalkeeper.
It's an opportunity late for Lesotho. Mokokowani with the ball into the penalty area. The ball floated across. One missed opportunity, two missed opportunities. Lebokolani saved by Sanzanezwe. And that was as good as it got for Lesotho in the match, unfortunately, for the Mountain Kingdom. At the end of the day, though, Eswatini then come from second place to top of the table as they win by 2-0. The tail of the tape will tell us that maybe the game was a little bit more level than what it turned out to be. Wait to see what Eswatini do against Senegal in the coming week. Well, Eswatini with more shots on target, more creative efforts. The fouls were pretty level, 3 yellow cards and a red card for Lesotho as well. I don't think the red card had that much influence. The goals had come by then. But Eswatini with more possession as well, more fortitude, particularly in the first half. Goals win football matches. Eswatini had both of them today. They'll play in the quarterfinals.
Zandile Ndimande, the senior area manager for Hollywood Bits Mobile, will do the honors and hand over the player of the match accolade. She is handing it over to Sandile Kametse from Eswatini. Ngiyabonga kakhulu sisi wami. Congratulations Sandile. Ucoach uthe namhlanje makakufaka wathi lalela ngizele la ngifuna ama goal. Walithole lakhe goal.
Ngaqala ngikubonga ilithuba lekanginikela lona coach ukuthi ngibe ku starting lineup since bengisolo ngena as a substitute. So usitshele kahle ukuthi igame si approach kanjani and sivele senta lokho ngoba besade ukuthi i-draw noma i-loser i-city, so besifuna i-winner, besifuna i-win kuphela namuhla. So bese silwela ukuthi sithole early goals. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngola city ukuthi sitochubela ku next round.
No ngalokho kushilo because kubonakele especially in that first half ukuthi nzelela ukuthi nibe ku front foot andifuna ukuthi nisithole ukuthi seniconcedile bese niyalwa ukuthi nibuye egamini.
Yes, i-plan yethu vele bekungiloko ukuthi sithole lama early goals khona sitoba ku safe side so that sitochubekela ku next stage sichubeke ne tournament.
And off you go to the quarterfinals. Ngiyabonga kakhulu Sandile.
Thank you very much.
Opportunity to go through to the quarterfinals, but it is Eswatini Slang Somnikati that took the opportunities and now they find themselves in the quarterfinal. Coach Dominic Nene, Coach, appreciate your time. Ask me about how the team was able to use the ultra defensive approach from Lesotho to your advantage.
Maybe may I start by congratulating Team Eswatini for producing 3 men of the match. It really shows that these guys are working. Yeah, coming back to the game, yeah, we knew that they're going to pack in numbers at the back. So we players are aware that when playing against a solid defense, you need to go wide and bring crosses or maybe use those penetrating passes. I think it's something that they did well.
And then you bring in Sandile Kametse. When we spoke earlier on, you said we need to just try look out for that early goal. But in reverse, when you are able to get that early goal, it's him idlala kahle more.
Yes, Sandile is an intelligent player. So when you're having him in the field of play, you know things are going to happen.
I'm sorry to bring back the trauma of the semi-final from last year, but you meet the same opponent, the West African Giants in the quarterfinal. Senegal awaits.
Yeah, you know what, when playing against the best, you always learn something. So we're going to sit down with the technical bench and come up with a certain plan for a team like Senegal.
Enjoy the rest period. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Sure.
the all important game elebesithi lapha ku Lesotho na isikhonile ukuthi simthole lo maximum points lokusende ukuthi sichubekele embili. First half, Matita, this is the best first half I've seen from the national team in a long time in terms of ball rendering, in terms of chances created, chances converted. Beautiful game.
Yeah, ngicabanga ukuthi first half yethu ngabuka le approach right from the beginning of the game ukuthi we have to score first so that isto khona ukuthi si destabilize kancane iLesotho. So I game approach yabo was very good because we inside 20 minutes or so bese sishaya 2 goals.
Swakele, ngiyathi usofuna kusho something ngale.
I think I got it right. If congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Ukuthi kulama games ngiyambona order uthatha a long one ujijela Sandile shall goal. That's exactly what happened in the game le. So ngicabanga ukuthi parties yeah, champagne pass basho njalo labanye.
But the whole movement of that of this goal. Mawubona ukuthi lisuka kuSifiso Matha.
Yeah.
Pick Skali.
Yes.
Skali ubisela kuSandile.
Yeah.
Sandile picked that pass. That whole movement. See win lapha ibhola. Look how Skali what drop out to receive the ball.
What to shy one touch, yes.
Yes.
Badlala nakho but we had to strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's well onside. It's very onside.
Well onside. Yeah.
It's not even a concern.
Yeah.
Look at him go. Composure, finishing, everything. Man Matita, take me through this goal.
This is one of the best lengengayibukela. The combination play labayendile. It's one of the best lengengayibukela. Sihlangu sienda but Skali vele he needs someone to play next to him. Abe dudane because good glama off the ball runs.
If I just before then of course yes go on Matita. I just want
to so utsinga umuntu lo tabala dudane naye so that he can beat the offside trap anyhow. So the boy is good.
Ngifuna go before even the pass back. Ngifuna sibele lapha kuSifiso Matha when he made that pass. You look bachela zwakele ukuthi we need the win because Matha had no business passing that ball lapha Skala going down flap.
Yeah.
Look at okay let it flow ke nyalo ngifuna ukuthi sibambe lapho sihambe ke. You see the number of players 1 2 3 4 but zwakele buka Skali Sifiso Matha waqhubeka wampasela and Skali wayisebenzisa le ball.
Yeah, kuma games njengalawa parties le risk uyitsinga kakhulu. Now ubuka lapha ukuthi bebane kakhulu badlali be national team besihlangu bebangemuva but opted for umuntu lo positive run than bantu laba negative run. So ngicabanga ukuthi kuyasida khona uthi ke egemini njengale ima games nje la international kufuna bine more clinical. If you get a chance, my chances akatholakala kalula kuma international games. If you get a chance in 70s, ungano contact sasa.
Uyabona the way iladlale ngayo Skali la. Ungikhumbute lo munye longale Nsanje Ntethu Taribo Bembe whereby he checked in.
Yeah.
Yasala le defender. So that I thought one touch and spin off ahamba receiver on an empty space. So Matha was patient kumbona ukuthi uyakhwesha inikulo last defender so that he can check in and play one touch wide and then bese receiver from the empty space. That was one of the best movements.
You never get tired watching this goal.
Yeah.
Sandile picking that pass
right on time. You were spot on in this
eliminating 6 players. It was 2 against 6, but there was a goal.
One pass.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
And of course, we do have our journalist who's down in eThekwini, Durban. Lo zamile kusilungiselela nangumbiko just giving us the feel ukuthi kuhamba kanjani khona eDurban because he's on the ground, he's interacting with the team face to face and all that. We're gonna hear from him see ukuthi ngabe kuhamba kanjani.
This is the Kings Park Stadium, just the stadium outside the actual Kings Park. This is where Sihlangu Senigati has been offered as a training session since the arrival. They've been training here a couple of occasions. So this morning, of course, as you can see, they are already in preparations, hitting the ground running, as they always say, in preparations, of course, for their Wednesday game against Senegal. quarterfinals. Now, they played Sunday evening at 5 p.m. 7 p.m. the game was finished. By the time it's 8:30, they were at the hotel sleeping and already relaxed, have eaten everything. So early in the morning, 8 o'clock, they were up having breakfast. The coach made it clear that by 9 o'clock they should be here at the training session. Now, it's a bit of a relaxation. There's no nothing to be worried about. But I first have to ask some of the technical bench, how is currently the players coping under the stress of playing on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Now, I got a chance to speak to one of the member of the medical team, that is Makawe Mamba, the physiotherapist, and he assured me that after the games against Malawi and Lesotho, there were some knocks, but there is an assurity that there's nothing much to be worried about.
So another thing is in terms of the recovery, because we focus a lot on recovery, the fundamental lenkulu ya rest, naleyo hydration. So my ice bath now, that's why I incorporate why incorporate almost after every match. Like sit down, go address muscle soreness and speed up my recovery in terms of those injuries that were sustaining.
I also got a concern, which I saw, as we can see also from the picture, is the the band that the player Sabiros Kadinzineza has on his right knee, and I was assured that there's nothing to be worried about. Ngoba, it's just a knock that he received from that game against Lesotho, remembering that he scored a very crucial goal, the second goal that ensured that Setlang Semnigati are already into the quarterfinals of the 2022 COSAFA Cup. Now, I tried by all means to get the coach just to give me the ins and out of these preparations and the games, but through his protocol, of course, I was able to get assistant coach Anthony Mhludi, who also gave me an insight of what they are working on, preparing for Senegal on Wednesday.
Recovery session namuhla kepha ke lesifocus nje ku technical work because lesi-observile mazidlala itolo, some of ama-passes ethu bekungasiwola accurate kanzela ukuthi sesilose possession kanjalo. So we're trying to work on accuracy in passing with pressure leba khona mabadlala, so that they can improve. Lokunye ke lesizama ukuthi sike improve nokuthi once we gain possession singayiluzi nje lula, because ngolokunye lo bese kusimuka emathuba ekutheni singawashaya emagoli as a team.
Now, as also we head into the game, we want to know from a couple of the players of what they think about this game against, Senegal. Some of the players, of course, I managed to speak to amongst many is Fanere Odamamba. He's been very crucial in this tournament. He was very crucial in the previous tournament. Look, Mamba says, you know what, we've been through this road before. We've passed this road before. We've passed the quarterfinals. We beat Zambia last year. Now we have Senegal in the quarterfinals. It's all about revenge. We are here to get revenge. Odamamba and the rest of the players giving me their reaction about the game on Wednesday.
Sasuke sadlala kanconyanyana savela lapho manje kufuna ukuthi sibe ngetulu, so pressure beyiningi kakhulu.
Ngathi enjoy kakhulu ukudlala because as le tournament isakhula nami ngiyakhula ngekudlala, so ngicabanga kuyangisida naloko ukuthi ngi-improve sama
playing the 3 games ngiconsider goal linye, it's a motivation kona nje kodwa, and I think ngenda ngidlale kahle on Wednesday than the Senegal. Yeah.
In terms of your performance, the spirit
no, the spirit now is high. It's low because we are from a lose against the Senegal. We are at Mauritius. I think lokudlala ama games la kungenze ngagena more confident.
Itolo kuba ku starting lineup akugaba ne pressure lengako ngoba bengicishe ngathola lawo bo 30 minutes 20 minutes ema game lengicile. so i-pressure bekude nema-instructions bo-coach beka-straight ukuthi kumele sihambe siyowina sithole emagoli since i-draw noma i-lose beyingasifavor itolo but-ke sikhonile kuyi-execute iplan yethu and iyasebentela kahle.
Bowukhona kule team yadlala neSenegal last year nendliwa 3-1 kuma-semi-finals. Yini locabanga ukuthi udaba wishintsho ngoba semi-final kuma-quarter finals?
Ngicabanga ukuthi kulithuba leli kahle futhi ukuthi siphinde sithole iSenegal because last year yasenda kabi, so ngicabanga ukuthi inyalo singakhona kulungisa emaphutha lesawenda last year. Ngicabanga ukuthi i-fixture le kahle futhi.
I was trying also to get in touch with the national teams. Program, how they're going to be training up to, Wednesday. The game is on Wednesday at 2 p.m. So they have the whole Tuesday also for training session. Haven't really got a clear message from the coach if they'll be training in the morning or in the afternoon. But if they happen to train in the afternoon on Tuesday, that is automatically meaning that on Tuesday they should have a relaxation of a walk, maybe just by the beach, to ensure that they're in the mood for the preparations. Otherwise, everything is set. This Sihlangu Seven that we're talking about, so far they have scored 6 goals in 3 games and they have conceded 1 goal. There's a player who is very key. He's a concern at the moment, but I've been assured that come Wednesday he's going to be in the game. That is Sabiro Skali Nziniza. Otherwise, the game, Maswati, just keep them in prayer. These guys are putting an effort. It's on Wednesday, local time, 2 p.m.
Beautiful report from Fabrice Msonera. Sibonge kakhulu kuye khona lapha ekhaya. Matita, Skali, ba-assurisha ba-office ukuthi no, he'll be okay by the time isilala neSenegal. But it's worrying kumbona fake amabhandishi ama-ice lapha.
Yeah, it's worrying, but ngiyacabanga ukuthi bodokotela they are going to make sure ukuthi uba available for i-selection on Wednesday, because na before bahambe la uke waba nayo le necking injury lelitholo lakhe belingasiko kahle, but then ngiyamthemba lokho ukuthi is a fighter utaba khona.
Siyamthinga against Senegal. Swakela, what can you expect ku Senegal sesibaleka nje?
Ngathi Senegal njengoba shilo phathiza ukuthi akusi team lethe ne full force team, ngicabanga bethe ne development team, and bane disadvantage bona. Sine advantage thina because sesiwadlala ema games sesigenile form, I momentum ngicabanga ngiyoyita sita towards like achieve ama result la kahle.
What can you expect Matita?
Win, nothing else.
Score
1-0.
Swakela
2-1.
Yeah, igame idlala ngalesithathu khona eThekwini lapho khona dadlala kutabe sekungu 2 p.m. entsambama mayicala leyo game sitabe sikathile kubona ukuthi ngabe bafana bachubekela yini esigameni sema semi-finals again back to back. Kepha ke mabahluleka kufika kuma semi-finals or well Senegal mayihluleka kufika kuma semi-finals njalo kutahluleka right. Itaqhubeka kune plate tournament lekhona nayo letawudlalwa ngilabo labahluleka kuma quarter finals njengaloko Kosafa athi akafuna ukuthi kube nama team that travel all the way from Senegal for instance afika dlala inye game ajike njalo kutawendeka, so bakhe na i-plate tournament ukuthi ababe khona nabo bachubeke badlale lo 2-3 games. Thina nawe sitawuchubeka sibonane kulo league lelitako seyidlalile imidlalo, kepha ke ngalesini tabe selokuchubeka ukukhulunywa ngalo namdlalo tabe sowendekile khona ngalesithathu sibuke ukuthi uhambe kanjani. Siyathemba ukuthi mbukeli uthokotele kuba nathi njalo ku thina naye Matita kanye nazwakele sithokotele ukuthi besihleli nawe sikulesela yona sibuka ukuthi kuhambe kanjani. Chubeka uthokotele ntethe inhlelo sikulesela tona somsakato Eswatini TV. My name is Patizwa Msebi. Good night.
This program has been made possible by the friends and partners of Joyce Meyer Ministries.
You can start wanting something so bad that you'll do anything to get it. And boy, when you want something too much, then the devil can offer it to you with a compromise, like he did to Jesus. Well, thank you for joining me today on Enjoying Everyday Life, where I share the Word of God, and I believe it has the power in it to change your life. Right now, we're talking about how to be godly in an ungodly world, because we as Christians, as children of God, live in a world that is